Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. And here we are on step 2 of getting our cylinder head prepared for the motor. And just found one of these right here, this hole where the bolt threads down for the cam tower. This hole is stripped out, so we're going to be showing you how to fix that later. So that is definitely something we want to address, and that is a problem on these heads that have been put on, taken off a couple times. So what I did is I got all the valves out except for this last one. I wanted to show you how this is done. And after we get the valve out, then we're going to pull the we actually have to pull the valve stem seal off to get to the rotator, which sits underneath the spring. And as the valve opens and closes, these slowly rotate. So we want to make sure we get those off, but we can't get that off until we get the valve out. So what we're going to do is use this little ATD tool like this, and it has like a lever arm here that's going to compress the spring. That way we can pull the keepers off, and then we release the spring pressure, and we can pull the spring out and pull the valve out. So we're going to get this centered up on the intake valve, nice and straight. And I almost forgot what we want to do. Try and break these free a little bit easier. Just put a socket on here. Just give it a couple taps. Sometimes that's enough to break that bond that happens there. And I'm going to get that centered up on the intake valve. There we go. And we don't have a lot of pressure on this, just a little bit. And you can see that did not compress the spring enough. Actually, the tool is flexing. It didn't compress the spring enough to pop it. So what we're going to do is just give it a little love tap here, and that should pop it. There we go. And we have our magnet. Pull keepers off like so. Set them off to the side. Then we slowly release the spring pressure, and that's it. Got a spring and our retainer. Set that off to the side. I have all these in order so they can put them right back where they came from. And then we're going to pull the valve. And it looks pretty good. Okay. Just to show you, these things are all rusty from setting, but they will clean up. We're going to clean them up, and we're going to lap them in. That way we'll have a nice seal. So now the not so fun part. We have to try and get this valve stem seal off, and they make a special tool for this. I don't have it, so we're just going to try and pry it off here. Try and work it up on this side a little bit, work it around, and this is actually the hardest one to do because I can't really pry from both sides. On these ones I can pry from this side and pry from this side, but this one here can't really do that. So save the best for last, I guess. So I'm going to pry that off. Just have to keep working it. Pry from this side a little bit. Just have to keep kind of working it up and off. Be patient. This is getting too big of a hurry. One thing you don't want to do, let me grab a pair of needle nose pliers here. You never want to grab hold of this with a pair of needle nose pliers. And the reason is the top of this is even with the top of the valve guide. And if you grab hold of it with needle nose pliers, you're going to score the valve guide up as you try and pull it off. So that's a no-no. Alright, and just keep prying away here. It's coming along quite nicely, actually. After doing 15 of these, you get good at it. Well, less than bad. Come on. Almost. It's coming. Just a little bit. Let's see if we can grab hold of it with a pair of pliers. It's just me around the outside. Give it a little wiggle. Try a different angle. Yeah, and these are not the easiest things to get off. Come on. Try from this side. Can't really get it too well, but we can try and twist it. Twist the screwdriver, try and get some leverage on it. It's not really working. It's trying. It's trying to come off of there. Try the pliers again. Try this angle. Grab hold, rock it a little bit as we pull up. Sometimes you're going to go back and forth, use the pliers a little bit, use the screwdriver, use the pliers a little bit, use the screwdriver, and that just, it wants to come off. So we're going to be patient. Try it one more time. Well, if that screwdriver slips, that's going to hurt. So I am going a little bit easy right there. I'll just about scuff myself. Let's try this again. Like I said, these end ones are the hardest ones. The other ones weren't quite this bad. No cuts. Don't just do it and then bring it back. As you watch. Try to get a hold of it. Can't really rotate it. Come. All right, back to the screwdriver. You think like, man, is it really that hard? It's trying. These other ones came off decently easy. Yeah, pried it with the screwdriver a couple different sides and then grabbed hold of the pliers and kind of popped it off. So you can't really pry from that side too well. So we'll try both. Do this. And this. See, it's coming up a little bit. Boy's really grabbed hold there. You'll destroy these getting them off. Can't reuse these ones. I like to reuse things to try and save cost and materials and everything, but this is not something you could reuse because it's going to be pretty bad by the time I'm done. I would venture to say this is probably the hardest one that I've done. Of course, I had to do that on camera. And it is just about off. It's just begging to come off. There it goes. Come on. There we go. That's that. And then the spring rotator comes off. Slide that up and off. There we go. And that's how that's done. Sort of. All right. Next time you see this, it'll be nice and clean, and we're going to start reassembly. Whenever we start reassembly, I'll go through everything and show you all the different things that that are cleaned and taken care of with regard to the head to prep it for reassembly. Take care, like and subscribe.